Did you read my column I posted today on my website?
Yeah, like how good are they really?
Yes, that's the question. How really good are the Padres? And also in the first sentence of my column, which you need to read, it's up on my website. The first sentence in my column is, should I apologize to Padre fans now or should I wait? So I asked the question, how good are they? By the way, Padres, off day today, back on the road tomorrow, go to Arizona. They play 13 of their next 19 on the road. Start with Arizona. They go to Dodger Stadium Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday of next week. Now, if you want to accuse me of jumping off the bandwagon, or you wish to call and comment and say, told you so, hater. If the Padres can't figure this out, start to hit and get better pitching across the board, by next Thursday night, they could be out of the pennant race.
No way.
I'm just telling you what I'm believing right now.
Their pitching is fine. It's just the hitting that's not doing anything.
How good a team are they? The Padres are 16-22 against teams with winning records.
Yeah, that makes sense.
They're 22-6 against the bad people in baseball, and they played a lot of bad people. Since they started 14-3, John Riley, they're 24-25. So there's a big issue here. And by the way, against the upper echelon teams in baseball, Dodgers, Cubs, Tigers, Yankees, Seattle, Padres are 5-10. But they don't have a problem, right? According to you. Darvish did a 15-15 up and down on the bullpen, but did not throw curveballs. We're still a long ways away from Darvish returning. I can't stand this phrase, holding pattern. That's how Mike Schilt described where they are with Michael King. We're so far deep into this determination about the shoulder impingement, they don't know how to treat it. They don't know whether he needs an injection, whether he needs just total rest, whether he needs weight training. We're talking 6 weeks going forward, and he's already been out. They just don't know what the treatment program should be. Matt Waldron might be ready for a recall. He's been on rehab. He's had 6 rehab outings. Opposing teams are hitting .314 against him. 22 innings, 27 hits, 10 walks. That's 37 base runners in 22 innings in the minor leagues. Thank goodness they've had Kolek, Burgett, and the quality innings from Vasquez, because otherwise this would be an unmitigated disaster. But can you really believe that they can be in a pennant race with that much of your rotation taken up by those many guys? So I just asked the question, how really good are they? I just quoted you all their statistics, and you just alluded to the fact not hitting with runners in scoring position. Mm-hmm. Shortstop is not hitting despite the big contract. Committee by left field doesn't work. The catchers behind home plate, great job with gloves, are not hitting whatsoever. And I'm just really concerned about lack of depth in starting pitching and the trust of 3 of those guys in your rotation in what's going to be the long, hot summer days of a pennant race, or Kolek, Vasquez, and Burgett. So I'm asking, how good are they? You tell me.
Well, they're a wild card team. I mean, let's be clear. They're not going to win the division, but you said, they may be at the end in the next 7 days, they could be out of the pennant race. And that's a bunch of baloney.
But wait a minute. If this thing doesn't work in Arizona and they go to Dodger Stadium, you know how well the Dodgers play at home?
Well, if
they lose all 4 to the Dodgers, hell, they could be 7 games behind by next Thursday night when the game is over.
Okay, they're not going to get swept on the road by the Dodgers and the Diamondbacks. They're going to win some of those games. I mean, even in this series in San Diego, Padres won game big, and they lost one game, the final game that they should have won. And the first game could have gone either way. So I expect that it's going to be competitive when they play in Arizona and in LA. They're not going to go 0-7 on that road trip. And so, the Padres have problems. We agree. Left field, shortstop, catcher, Fernando is a question mark.
Wafer thin starting pitching.
Well, yeah, but the Dodgers have a wafer thin starting pitching.
But the Dodgers are in freaking first place.
Oh, yeah, and the Padres are only, 1 or 2 games out. So, it's just part of the mix, man, and we're in June, and We don't need to set off the alarm, jump off the bandwagon. It's okay. Just get the guys hitting. And then when these pitchers, Darvish, King, and Waldron come back, then they got a couple of more bullets in the gun.
If,
when, maybe. But
so I asked the question.
The same thing. Glasnow, Snell, Ohtani, if, when, but, how, maybe.
So I asked the question, should I apologize to Padre fans? That was my headline in my column today that you got to read on the website. Should I apologize to Padre fans? Nah. Why would I apologize for telling the truth? Why would I apologize for quoting all the statistics I just quoted? Your calls, your comments, your fans forum statements are going to be right there if you jump into the chat box right now. We're not done with baseball.